Hello everyone, this is Oliver from Neo, and today we are going to test one Gyokuro with two temperatures. So actually, what I'm going to take is the Chamusumus, our most popular Gyokuro from Mr. Sakamoto. And what I want to do is to actually test it with the temperatures of 45 degrees Celsius, with the temperatures of 60 degrees Celsius, because I have Petra who asked me, how do I get the creaminess out of the tea? And I have a theory that you might go down on a lower temperature, down to 45 degrees Celsius, and there you really can find this creaminess. So what I'm going to do is to actually take my Kyushu, my black Kyushu, and just take this one here, one sample of the Chamusume. I'll open it up and just take the amount of 5 grams. Yes, it's exactly 5 grams in this sample pack, and then brew it at the temperature of 45 degrees. So I preheated the water to 45 degrees. And I just filled it up now. And in the meantime, I would just leave it here and heat up the water to higher degrees so that I can do the second test with the 60 degrees. Now the 2 minutes are over, and I will just pour this Gyokuro into a glass, and here we have now the 45 degree tea. So get out all the water and put this Kyushu here. Voila. And now we take the second tea and we just heated up the water to 60 degrees. Also 5 grams of the Gyokuro. Just for you to see how beautiful the tea looks. Here, maybe I'll show you from needle. So very beautiful needle here, a shiny dark needle. So this is how the Gyokuro should look like. And now we just gonna pour it into the Kyushu, same amount of water, and we're gonna wait for 2 more minutes. And here now we have 60 degrees Celsius of water, and here we got the Kyushu, which is from a brewing of 45 degrees Celsius. Very beautiful color already. What you can see, it's quite transparent, so it's not too milky. Let's see, maybe if with this brewing we might have some more milkiness with it. Gyokuro is definitely the tea, besides the matcha, which is the longest shaded. It has the most of theanine, and that's why I believe as well there's kind of this creaminess in, due to the fact that with the theanine a strong amount of essential oils must be also in this tea, because it's a really smooth and a thick texture. So it's get a little bit that the leaves, when they're dark, when they're shaded, they nearly get a little bit of this kind of waxy or kind of wax-like kind of skin over it. It's really, they're a little bit sticky when you take them in your hands and you stick them together. They're a little bit like sticky as well. So this is something very particular about the Gyokuro. And this is actually something which is coming from the theanine, or the high amount of theanine, and I believe myself that there are also a little bit more of essential oils in it making it a little bit thicker and a little bit like a dew. It's called like a dew because also the texture of the water itself when you drink it is a little bit thicker. So now we have this one exactly 2 minutes in as well. So we take it out and let's see if there's a major difference between these two teas. Put this one here. So now comparing already the water, so this one here and this one here. So you already see that the 45 degree doesn't seem as milky as this one here. So you definitely see less the finger behind. It's a little bit more difficult to see just when I do the finger comparison. Here it's definitely clearer, less cloudy in the water. Now let's go for tasting of this tea. So let's go for the 45 degrees. So definitely a very sweet note. So the temperature of the water is clearly lower. It's not hot anymore. I prefer teas a little bit higher in temperature, and there's a strong top sweetness with it, and a little bit of umami is swinging as well with the tea. But this kind of concentration on the sweetness is really, really impressive. So now I have the feeling that in the beginning it's really kind of, there's this sweetness, and then the tea kind of goes away, and then it comes kind of back with a certain umami flavor, with a little bit this savory taste, but it's more shy leaf, so really bringing out the sweetness with this brewing. Now let's go for the 60 degree brewing. Huge difference between these two. Let me have a sip again of this one. This one here at the top note is really sweet and flowery. So there's a kind of a flower and nearly a little bit of a juicy note. And here when I take this one, much more nutty flavors. So here you have much more of a nutty flavor in this one here, and with this one I would say there's much more creaminess. Still, this tea doesn't show too much of the nuttiness and this creamy flavor. So especially on the creamy side, it's a little bit less pronounced than, for example, if I have a Sashahime or if I have a Chame Gin, which is also from Mr. Sakamoto, but there you have, with the Sashahime, you have more the Okomidori, so it's a mix between Yabukita and Okomidori, two cultivars blend together, and on the Chame Gin you have only Samidori, and Samidori is known as a very sweet, very delicate cultivar, and there I have much more this creaminess. So this was quite interesting to compare now these two temperatures, so 45s. So 45 is really playing on the sweet notes, and the creaminess kind of gets triggered more here, so it feels like the more essential oils getting into the water at around 60 degrees, and as soon as we then go higher, we're gonna start to extract more the flavonoids or the catechins, so the more bitter particles. But both these show a strong sweetness. This one shows a lighter sweetness, and this more a nutty, a more full-bodied sweetness of the tea, with the same Kyushu which I used in this example here. So great discovery again for me. Thank you, Peter, for the question. And if you have ever any question I should cover, I will definitely do that, and I can compare the different teas under different circumstances, like this one here, brewed at different low temperatures. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching, and I wish you a great evening, and bye bye.